everybody. Welcome back to this week's edition of Will and Wise.
The Dog Show Drive.
I'm Will.
And I'm Y.
You certainly are. And this week on the Dog Show Drive, we're going to talk about sportsmanship and slander. We're going to talk about CKC rules, DQs versus excusals, and Y's favorite, the Kennel and Bench.
All that and more
on this week's edition of Will and Wise,
The Dog Show Drive.
Waves in the sea. You show myself to me. You let me down easily. Oh, that's the way you come to me. I'm head over heels, and I'm always gonna be. That's okay. I love the way you come to me.
Hi, Y.
Hi, Will.
How's it going?
It's going. It's May. It's going.
I know, but it's
like
almost
that.
over, isn't it?
What? What's
Your
almost
tax
over?
season?
No, see, the first week of May, then everybody starts calling and they want to know where's their refund and why did they get reassessed? And I hate everything right now. It's all good.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm not getting any sleep because of these damn playoffs.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Oh, it's exhausting.
Well, I'm going to try and watch Montreal again because I decided I couldn't watch them because when I
Well,
watched,
that's tonight.
I know. So
Not Wednesday night that we're recording. Well, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Thursday it comes. The game is Thursday.
Yeah.
No, the game is Wednesday. The game's Wednesday. So
Pick a
the game's
day. Well,
already
pick a day.
over.
it'll be over. I know, but I don't know if I can watch. Like I try to watch when it's a new series, because last series I was convinced if I watch they lose. So I know, just me, but it happened. When they lost in Montreal, I watched. When they won their last game, I did not watch. Je n'ai pas vu. So it's my little bit of French for you. Anyway, I know it's very tiring.
It is
It's
tiring.
exhausting.
Only one game tonight, though. It's 8:00 game.
Yeah, that's
It's Minnesota and Colorado. So
yes. Are they in Colorado or are they in Minnesota? I don't know.
Colorado.
Yeah, see, so it'll be late. Yeah, it's later.
But it's 8:00 game. It's an 8:00 game here in Ontario. Because I'm trying to, it's the only game tonight, so I think they tried to make it so the whole country could watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be at band
Oh, yeah.
for the most part.
This time at band camp?
Yeah. So
what'd you do last weekend? Oh, you went to a dog show. You had a dog
yeah,
show.
I went 10 minutes from my house to the dog show. So it was fun. Good weekend.
Yeah.
Fun. Yep. Tabitha Buckley Bettis. Yep.
Yeah.
She was there. She was a judge.
Yeah, no, she's lots of fun.
Yeah, she is lovely to show to her. Lovely to show to her.
Yeah.
She enjoys judging.
I watched most of the Best in shows, and they were pretty competitive, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Even though it was a tiny show, some good dogs showed up.
The way it goes.
Yeah, that was it. And that was about. I went to a concert though. One of my Roy Cran big band concerts. Did that Saturday night. I am so tired. And you know what the other thing is? I don't know, I got to start working out or something because my legs are killing me from showing my one little dog. Like killing me. I'm still crying as I go downstairs. You know, when your thigh muscles are so sore. Anyway, it's not just important to have your dog fit, folks. You need to be slightly fit yourself.
Yeah. You need to be in shape to step out with those setters.
You do.
Yeah.
So, and not just a round shape. So, there was some sad news also over the weekend that we got word of. Longtime Newfoundland breeder.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Margaret Wilmot. She passed away. And that's
top mast, yeah.
Topmast Newfoundland.
Topmast.
Yeah,
Topmast cruising to Kimtail.
Yeah.
That's a dog that Harold Breckville showed in the late 80s when I was showing beef. And he was my competition all year long, cruising. He was a beautiful dog.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
ended up number 2 behind beef, but it didn't happen until the last weekend. Credit Valley decided who was number 1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
Nice. Yep. Those were the days.
Topmast cruising to Kimtail.
Yeah. Well, I read like the biography there, and she had bred over like 200 champions, and she was very much a proponent.
World renowned. She was world renowned for Newfoundlands.
Yeah, and a large proponent of health testing and keeping the breed healthy. So she's very much so. Yeah. Yep, she will be missed. And
Let's see how old Marg was.
It did somewhere, but it's not on what I just pulled up.
On your board, okay.
No.
She was, had to be up there.
Oh, I lied. I can figure it out. I can do the math.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at me go. Cheep, 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 cheep. Not doing math in my head these days, though. Oh, she was 91.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for her.
91. Yep. So, but that, So sad news. Definitely lost for the Newfoundland club, but
just think of everything she gave the Newfoundland breed.
Yeah, so, exactly. She was quite a mentor too, by the sounds of it. So, we have that the other thing we were talking about from the internet this weekend, and it was a good. We're going to read most of it, I think, right?
Oh, the letter, the letter.
It just
was it an open letter to everybody? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I believe so.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and it was written by Nancy Beth Clement of Legacy K Gun Dogs, and it was
Nancy
something
Beth
that
lives in America now, but she's a Canadian girl.
Yeah, and I think it was something that caught our eye because I think it was well written, and it's something we should all think about. So if you didn't see it,
okay, give us the Coles notes on there, Whitey.
Well, I wish Megan would have given me the Coles notes on it. Anyway, it was titled "Slander in the Dog Community: Why It Hurts Us All," and she has some very valid points. And she starts off just by saying that, as dog breeders or handlers, owners, we work very hard at our reputations, to keep our reputation and to, build a reputation, to have integrity and, be fair and kind. And it takes only but an instant for that all to be destroyed. So whether
the people that know won't believe it, but the ones that don't.
No, and it's like the keyboard warrior stuff and the Facebook, the social media posts, etc. And like she says, just that the mere fact that you may be giving information that's incorrect, it's slander, and it's poisoning our community. And she gives some examples of what it looks like in dogs. And she said, it's not just drama. It's making false, damaging statements about a person, a kennel, or a dog that you present as fact. In our circles, it shows up as, for example, false health claims. That kennel's dogs all have bad hips, and you have no proof of, OFA records or pen hip or anything like that. Breeding accusations. She's using studs that throw aggression based on one puppy that you may have seen. Show and field politics. That judge only puts up their friends without any evidence. Personal attacks, spreading rumors about finances, ethics, or family to discredit a competitor. Gossip is bad enough. Slander crosses a line when it's untrue and harms someone's reputation or their livelihood. And so then she proceeds to go on about why it's so detrimental to our breeds. And, it would seem obvious as to why it would be detrimental, but I think sometimes we really need to think before we speak.
Hello.
Oh, yes. It
Even
divides.
just before you press that send button, you need to think.
Yeah. And it divides instead of improves. As we all know, all of our breeds have challenges, health wise, temperament,
Oh,
whatever.
of
And
course.
what we try to do is, it's only going to improve if we collectively work together. And, you have to collaborate with other people, and to discredit other people without fair knowledge of what they may have or not have is not doing anybody any good. It destroys good programs. New breeders hear slander and avoid quality lines because someone said there's an issue.
Right.
Established breeders quit after years of harassment. We lose genetic diversity and institutional knowledge that we can't get back. And that is so true. That is so true. It turns puppy buyers away. Pet families Google a kennel name, and then, you can always go to you can find somewhere where, Google opinions on such and such, and you'll see lots of, bad reviews, and they could, whether they're warranted or not. And that's the one thing I have to say about Google reviews is that you can get one or two bad, unwarranted reviews. And I'm not just talking about our dogs or whatever, but a business, whatever. And that will drop their credit rating like crazy.
Really?
Yeah. And it takes forever to get those, even if they're like unfounded and lies, it is a lot of work to get those reviews removed from your business or kennel or whatever. So it'll turn puppy buyers away. False truths become real. Repeat a lie long enough and people believe it. And I mean, we've seen that time and time again, right?
Seems like the norm now.
Yeah, everyone knows X kennel has epilepsy, becomes breed lore, even if there's never been a documented case. Now the whole breed gets a reputation that impacts insurance, legislation, and public perception. And disagreement isn't slander, and that matters. And what we should and can debate is health testing protocols, structure and breed type, training methods, and ethics and breeding practices. And that's how breeding improves. So what to do instead of just, as my mother would say, running off at the mouth? Verify before you repeat something. So if you've heard something, and I kind of got caught in this not that long ago. I heard something from a breeder whom I respected and I felt was knowledgeable about stuff, and it actually was misinformation. It was incorrect. And I got called out about it from the person that I was told that was having this issue. And I have a lot of respect for her because, first of all, she called me out on it. And I said to her, I apologized profusely. And I said, I misspoke. And I shouldn't have. And, so always get your own resources and proof, not just from, one source or two sources.
Until you have fact checked others, just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, exactly.
Really,
yes. Yeah, it's very true. Address issues directly, right? If you have a concern about that breeder, then go to that breeder. Don't, tell 10 of their friends. Go right to that breeder.
Yeah, find out,
Yep. Or report to the parent club, and the parent club can, if they have an ethics committee, they may be able to do something. This one I find is so important. Promote your dogs not by tearing down others.
And sometimes it's just easier, right, to tear down your competition than build up your own dog.
Yeah.
So,
and in my opinion,
that's happened since the dawn of time in our sport.
Exactly. And remember our end goal. It's our breeds. It's our breeds and the preservation of them, and trying just to breed a better dog. Right. And so it was a very, very good, very, very good. I hope I didn't I don't really think I missed anything, but was it in the For the Love of Purebred Dogs?
I'm not sure where it
There,
was.
where did we find this? Like, I know it was on Facebook because that's the only social media thing that I can navigate with any luck. So
I like this part. Slander is lazy. It's
Yep.
easier to spread a rumor than to title a dog, help test a litter, or mentor a newbie. That's good. Good
Yeah.
job, Nancy Beth.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, you can't slander your way to a better breed. And that's
No,
true.
No.
That's very true.
But how like, that has happened
Oh, so
forever,
often.
you know.
Yeah. Yep. So, but very good, and we appreciate you taking the time to write that out, Nancy Beth.
Yes.
Yep, very much so. All right.
All right. Cross Canada.
Brought to you by Canadian Dog Fancier, showcasing Canada's top dogs. 4 shows across the country this weekend. 4, count them 4. Let's head out west. And we had the Hub City Kennel and Obedience Club, May 1st to the 3rd, in the Dalmeny and Warman, Saskatchewan. I wonder if it's on a borderline that it's in 2 cities. Anyway, 3 shows. It had 540 dogs, which is down considerably from the previous year of 731. And then the dog show right here in Thunder Bay, the Lakehead Kennel Club, they had 5 shows for 377 dogs, and that is down from 524 dogs from the previous year. And then Seaway, that was held in Thorold, Ontario, had 3 shows for 508 dogs, just down slightly from 519 from the year before. And finally, Fredericton, May 2nd and 3rd in Fredericton Junction, New Brunswick. And they had 4 shows for a total of 478. And that is down about 100 dogs from the previous year of 571. So
everybody was down this week.
Yeah, I mean Seaway was nominal, but
slightly. But Seaway is, I don't know if people don't know where Seaway is or where Thorold is. It's not remote by any means. Mm-hmm. It's almost on the border of Buffalo and Niagara Falls is in that area. Mm-hmm. It used to draw pretty big numbers in its heyday, and they used to have the Seaway Invitational, and there was all kinds of events that went along with it. And it was an important show on our circuit. Yes, and I think they've got a good bunch of people in there now, so hopefully they're going to bring it back and breathe some life back into it. Yes. It was always an important show. Going best in show at Seaway Kennel Club was always a feather in your cap, you know.
Yeah. I remember when that was a larger show.
Yeah.
Go to that one. All right. And then we have some reminders for closing. We have Old Lang Syne Dog Association closing on Tuesday, May the 12th at midnight. And that show secretary is BC Dog Show Services. Erie Shores Kennel Club closing on Wednesday, May the 13th at 8 p.m. And that's an MJN show service. And then we also have Kent Kennel Club also closing on the same day or when the limit is reached. And that's also an MJN show services show. And then Société Canine de Thetford closing on Wednesday, May 13th as well at 9 p.m. or when their limit is reached. And the show secretary is Pascal Pontos. I used to say that right. Now I'm thinking too much. Anyway, Avalon Kennel Club in Newfoundland, closing on Monday, May 11th at 8 p.m. or when their limit is reached, and their show secretary is Yvonne Drover. So that is
a bunch of shows. I don't know if you've been to the new Kent Kennel Club. It's not in Chatham anymore. It's on the outskirts. It's at a campground right along the shores of the lake. It's really pretty campsite.
Oh, really? No, I haven't.
Yeah. And they take all the pictures, all the wind pictures right on the beach. It's really nice.
Nice.
It's a nice venue.
Cool. Yeah. So that was Across Canada, brought to you by Canadian Dog Fancier, showcasing Canada's top dogs.
Top dogs.
Top dogs. So, what's next?
This week's show spotlight brought to you by Show Scene Magazine, the place to be seen. Have you seen the new Show Scene app?
No, I haven't.
There is an app for Show Scene. It's very cool. Very cool.
I'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do it at Break and Band. I'll figure it out.
Break and Band.
The Break at Band, where we have a break and we gamble. Anyway. So our show spotlight is Erie Shores Kennel Club, which closes, as we said, May 13th at 8 p.m. And it is 4 days, Friday, June 5th to Monday, June 8th, with 6 all-breed obedience and 6 all-breed rally trials. And there are specialty shows galore at this show. I like this show.
Oh, it's a good show.
I like this show. And it's held at the Caledonia Fairgrounds. Held at Caledonia Fairgrounds.
Right along the river there. It's really quite pretty. Oh, excuse me.
So, well, I'll list you some of these specialty shows that are happening. Brittany Spaniel Club of Ontario, Whippet Club of Eastern Canada, Norfolk Terrier Club of Canada, the Chinese Crested Club of Ontario, Ontario All Pointing Breed Field Dog Club, the All Hound Club of Ontario, Cairn Terrier Club of Canada, it's holding a regional, Brittany Spaniel Club of Canada, Golden Retriever Club of Greater Toronto, Labrador Owners Club, Vizsla Society of Ontario, Afghan Hound Club of Canada, Borzoi Canada, it's their national, Borzoi Club of Ontario, Bernese Mountain Dog Club of Southwestern Ontario, Boxer Club of Canada, it's their national, the DOBE Association, that spells Dobe, as in Doberman Pinscher. They're having a specialty. Leonberger Club of Ontario, Cairn Terrier Club of Canada having their national. And then on Sunday, we have Golden Retriever Club of Canada, a regional, Labrador Owners Club regional, Afghan Hound Club of Ontario, Gaze Hound Ontario, and Terrier Breeders Association. So that is a lot of specialties.
Yeah, it's a very busy show, but it runs not too bad considering there's so much going on.
Yeah, for as much as there, and they have the outside and the inside, and then there's the other specialty ring over there.
Bring your running shoes because it's a distance if you're going from indoors to outdoors. So.
But if I think the more important thing to bring is your rubber boots and an umbrella.
Yeah, just in case.
Because what was it, 3 years ago when I went? And it poured so hard.
Oh, yeah.
The one day, holy Toledo. It was crazy.
I remember one year when Simon was working for me, it was pouring there. We were unloading, and he had on this green slicker thing. It was just hilarious watching him march around. He'd have a cigarette, you could hear the smoke going on the little green hat.
Crazy. They've got booster shows and supported entries, and they also have a best brace in show competition, and that's the prize there is $200 cash, I tell you, and that's donated by the Erie Shores Kennel Club. Best bred by exhibitor show from the bred by class, $250 cash donated by Eukanuba, and classes for a baby puppy as well. There's a best of the specialties after best in show.
That's a big deal there. You know?
Yeah, best of the specialties is a $1,500 prize.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
But it's a big deal because there's so many specialties.
Yeah.
And all those winners are there, and it's an event after Best in Show, and it's a big event. And then I think one year Peter Green judged it. It was exciting, you know.
Yeah, and they have 4, and they have the top 4 best of the specialties, and each of those 4 placings has a cash amount to go with it. So that is fantastic because with the price of gas, everyone's going to need some cash.
Yeah.
There's also another owner handler competition. Best owner handler competition, and that's also a cash prize as well of $250. And the show sponsor is Eukanuba. We will mention that. And I think there's all kinds of junior handling stuff going on. We got that. We talked about that.
This year David Strong is judging. from Australia. He's doing the best of specialties. David's a boxer breeder.
Okay.
He's a really good guy.
Yeah.
He's been here quite a bit, but he was friends with Verena. And I was showing boxers
Oh,
for
okay.
Verena Yager.
Yeah.
They're very good friends. So
Yes.
I got to know David quite well. That's going to be, I'm just going to be sorry to miss him. I won't be there this year. So
Mm-hmm. Who else do we have coming? Rachel Hutchins, Michael Leonard, Pauline
Faye
Gritzner.
Strauss, Paula Nykiel,
Yeah.
Danik Donkus,
Oh, Joy Lim.
Joey Lim.
He's fun to show too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Karen Hutchins,
Mary Hogarty.
Faye Strauss. Did we say Faye?
Yeah, Faye, that's a good panel of judges.
Yeah, really nice panel. Very nice.
Yeah.
Marie Hogarty. Yeah, that'll be fun. That will be fun. Yep, there's good grounds too. So as we said,
yeah, it definitely can be. It can get a little bit buggy in the morning being right off the water, but it's a nice place to show dogs. So.
For sure. For sure.
Then we've got the U.S. Spotlight.
The U.S. Spotlight is the
Midland. I like the Midland shows.
Is the M&M cluster in Midland, Michigan, which it's comprised of the Midland, Michigan Kennel Club and the Mount Pleasant, Michigan Kennel Club. And yes, it's held over from Thursday, June 4th to Sunday, June 7th at the Midland County Fairgrounds. And the entries close for that Wednesday, May 20th at noon. And they have, apart from not only the all-breed show, but they also have Canine Good Citizen test going on there. AKC Trick Dog. I've got to look up that. Because I think Fanny's got a couple of tricks, and she could be a trick dog.
A couple of tricks up her sleeve that she could use
sure
there.
Does. And
To bring home the ribbons.
And I'm not talking about eating poop. I'm talking about like actual tricks. She can make poop disappear. Anyway, and they also have Fast Cat also as well there.
That's like our sprinter.
Yes. And then there's the AKC National Owner Handler Series also there. What else is going on? Do we have any? There's also 4 and under 6 month puppy competition on the Friday and the Saturday. And they have a nice panel of judges too, I must say.
I really must say.
I just saw that on TV the other day.
He's hilarious.
The boy who couldn't wait for Christmas.
Martin Short.
I must say. Anyway, the judging panel is Larry and Vicky Abbott, Samantha Almar, Nancy Ambergery, Fred Burroff, John Cole, Elizabeth Muthard, Charles Olvis, and Nancy Withers. How about that? So
I haven't seen Charlie and Liz for a while. They're fun to show too.
Yeah,
they're fun to be on a panel with too. Like they're just fun. They're fun to be around.
Yeah. So that's and there's also 2 obedience and 2 rally obedience trials on the Saturday for those that are also interested in that. So that is our show spotlight brought to you by Show Scene Magazine, the place to be seen. And don't forget to look up the app.
Yeah. Yes, check out the new Show Scene app. I know Rob Patterson's been working very hard at it. So.
Well, now I have to. I just make.
Don't do it now. We've got things to do. Just in case there's games there.
I don't play games on my phone. My phone's too small. I can't see. I'm all blind.
I can't even read articles on my phone now. It's crazy.
No, I don't like it. No. And the problem is sometimes I go and I'll read an email. I pretend to read an email, but only thing I'm doing is reading like the first sentence or two, which is not the complete email. And so I tend to miss a lot of information.
I use my iPad to check my emails.
Yeah,
I can read them.
I play games on my tablet and
It's making me crazy. It's making me crazy, this mileage thing.
The mileage thing? Yeah.
Oh. I got my passport renewed this week. I picked it up May 1st. And
that was yesterday. Or did you pick it up already?
Yeah, I picked it up May 1st. It was Friday. Yeah,
Okay.
that wasn't yesterday. Today's the
No.
5th.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm in a void.
Anyway, I picked it up May 1st. It's a brand new passport. Looks like I got a 10-year passport.
Yep.
It expires when I'm 71.
Yep.
That put things into perspective. Let me tell you, and I read that.
Yeah. Yeah.
71.
Wow, eh? Mr. Alexander, your bus is here.
Exactly. But I know so many people that are in their 70s that you would never guess are in their 70s. And
I
like
know.
Johnny G is still showing dogs running around the ring with pointers. But it's just that's the number alone. I think things have changed number wise. I think, 70 is the new 65 now. But it was just shocking to see, because I think it happens to everybody. I think people think they still feel the same, they still think the same until they walk by the mirror and go, "Oh, better get Mako." But
yeah,
but yeah, it's just a number thing. It's like, whoa,
nuts. I know that's a little eye opener, eh?
yeah, yeah. It's like when Brian called me last week, Brian Still, and he turned 73. I'm thinking, holy Jesus. But he looks fantastic.
Yeah.
He still looks like Cary Grant.
Wow. All right. So that was good. This week's topic.
Yes, this week's topic.
We
got off topic there for a minute. That's okay.
We did, because, we're old now.
We tend to wander.
Well, our children will be air tagging us before we know it. This week's topic brought to you by Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, where your success is our success. So this week we decided that we were going to discuss CKC Rules Explained, and we thought we'd come back and forth to this. We'll find some rules that people question or think they're rules,
or if you have something you want us to go through and clarify, just send us a message.
Drop us a line.
We'll do the best we can. We tried to fact check as best we could here.
Yes.
So I was on the phone just prior to the podcast. I was on the phone fact checking.
Exactly. So this week's topic are CKC Rules Explained: excusals versus disqualifications.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times people ask, or they'll wonder, what is the difference between an excusal and a disqualification? So, and the disqualification is often called a DQ. So if you're DQ'd, what happens when you're DQ'd? It's not good. So what is an excusal? So generally an excusal is basically, you and your dog are asked to leave the ring there's a variety of reasons you could be asked to leave the ring. And that means you no longer can compete that day, that show.
That show, yeah.
Right?
And it's a judge's discretion thing. It could be a menacing excusal, could be a lot of different things for excusal.
Yeah.
Even lameness gets excused,
That's one of the more common ones. Also, if your dog's not able to be examined,
right?
That's
my very first assignment. I had to do that with a pointer puppy.
Yeah,
and I felt so bad, but I could not examine the puppy.
Yeah. So, and then if two testicles aren't able to be located on a male, that's an excusal.
Yeah, that's an excusal.
Yes.
And unless they get 3 of them, then it becomes a
DQ.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's subjective, because I guess the testicles on certain puppies or dogs can go up and down as they age.
Yes. Yes.
But at that moment, the judge can't find them.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
We can only do with what we're given in front of us.
That's right.
Also, if a dog is altered cosmetically or even surgically, they can be excused.
Like that's a That's a some hard one to define unless it's a really
Actually, I think that's a
patchy
DQ.
job. What's that?
I think actually that's a DQ. If it's surgical, I think that's a DQ.
But
I'm
how do you
looking up.
prove that?
Well, I know, but I'm just saying it's in the rules.
Yeah.
If you have foreign substances in your dog,
Oh.
so that you can be excused for foreign substance. So whether that be chalk, hairspray, any types of, other.
Excludes all domestic products.
That's what everyone always says. It's not foreign. It's made in Canada. Well, not going to fly. What else? Oh, if a dog is under the influence of a drug or another substance, also very hard to determine, but you can be excused for that.
Yeah.
Another one is if a dog is entered in the specials class and it's identified as the wrong sex in the judge's books, and it is a error on your entry form, then the dog will be excused. You can't.
Competition. Yeah.
Yes. Please note, baby puppies should not be excused for lack of testicles, not meeting minimum height, or not having full dentition. All other show rules apply, though. So just in case, if you ever happen to be in the baby puppy class and someone tries to, excuse you for those items, they're not allowed to. It's not. Because
I always had that issue with Great Danes and Golden Retrievers because they have a minimal height thing. And I still have that issue excusing a 6-month-old puppy because it hasn't reached the minimum height.
Yeah.
I have that issue.
And it's especially for like Great Danes. Who wants to wicket a Great Dane anyway?
Well, but I mean, it just doesn't seem fair at that point.
No, not
if
for
they're
a
in
puppy.
the open class, they don't reach the minimum height. Fine.
That's a different story.
But a puppy class, no.
Yeah,
no.
It's hard to say. So those are excusals, and that's all that is that today you do not get to play. So, but when you are excused, the judge is to tell you the reason why you're being excused, and you are to get a form signed by the judge, and on the form it'll say why you're being excused, and then the judge is to write that in their judge's book as well.
Right.
This is good
to
for me.
Make sure it's an excusal form, not a DQ form.
Yes, exactly. Because DQs are much different than excusals. So a DQ is you are done. You are done until you're reinstated. And there's a whole procedure.
Well, we found out something interesting today because there's so many DQs in height, like in beagles and cockers and schnauzers. And they're DQ'd, you're DQ'd, and you're out till you're reinstated. Yep. And we all know dogs' height can fluctuate as they grow. As they flatten out and settle into themselves. But in Shelties and poodles, they get 3 chances. They get 3 chances. Yeah.
Not 1, not 2, 3 tries.
So if you act right now, you check the box, you might get a 4th try. No,
and we were told it's the parent clubs have requested that, or that's
because of the fluctuation as they age, but I know. But I just found that interesting because I've seen dogs be measured out in the morning and show on the afternoon show, and you think,
how is that possible?
They got DQ'd this morning because a height is a disqualification, and
no one's changing that much in their height within that 4 hours later.
Well, you got 4 hours to teach your dog to duck.
It's very true. It's very true. So an obvious disqualification too if a dog tries to bite a judge, not just a judge. It's if a dog tries to bite, another
even
dog,
his handler,
another person, the handler.
Yeah,
judge has the right.
I think I don't know if it's in Canada, but in the American, they call it menacing. It shows menacing to handlers,
we have
other
that.
dogs, judges.
It states that in our rules too, actually, that menacing. Yes. So if you have a dog, so the dog does not have to even bite. If it is
just has to show.
Yep. Intent.
Yeah. He's just smiling at you. Yeah. He's just smiling.
I don't think so. and it's and this is all at the judge's discretion. If the judge wants to, the judge may excuse it, but you can also be disqualified. And then, as we said, there is a there's a process to go through to get reinstated. So
Yeah, I'm on that board.
that was a good one.
Yeah. For all those you on the radio, I'll do it again.
So to be reinstated, you have to fill out a form, pay a fee, and then there is, depending in your area, there will be, I don't know if it's 1 or 2 people. I can't remember.
I think it's usually a thing of 3, I think.
I was just trying to make things up. So, yeah. So, and then they will reinstate that dog depending on what it was disqualified for.
Right.
So, and you can also be
Well,
disqualified.
they'll when you see it, they'll re-examine it and then decide if it's reinstated or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Because, sometimes there are things that can happen in the ring that would be out of character for a dog. Like if and I actually watched this happen one time in America where the judge was going over this dog, and as she was backing up, examining the dog, she stepped on that dog's foot, and the dog swung around, and it wasn't that the dog went to bite her, but it made contact with her arm, and she honestly had no choice. She had to DQ the dog because it did swing and make contact with her. And this was in the States. So
yeah, I still have a hard call if I knew it was my fault. So
right, exactly. And I remember her saying to the handler, she said, "You need get this dog greens. I will vouch that this was it was my fault that this happened." Right. So
the thing I like about American shows when the wicket is called on certain dogs and American shows, the AKC rep has to come and watch the
the proceedings,
wicket the dog. Because you have to actually pass a course down there. If you're judging dogs that are measurable, you have to go through a wicketing course because they want you to be able to do it properly every time.
Exactly.
I remember my friend Eddie Zook. He was doing a wicketing demonstration with the AKC, and he didn't have a dog with him. So he came right into my setup and asked for a dog, and so I gave him a dog. And then, like 2 minutes later, he came back. Does he measure in?
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, you're going to measure my dog out there at the.
Yeah, I wouldn't have given you that one. Yeah. So depending on what your DQ was to get reinstated, you go up to you have a panel of people that decide yay or nay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, other things that you can be disqualified for, and they're usually breed specific in their breed standard.
Right.
Not every breed has disqualifications, but those that do, these are, sometimes it has to do with coat. Sometimes, often it's a height thing.
Coat, color, maybe mouths on certain breeds.
Yeah, bites, whether it's, undershot or whatever have you.
Testicles are every breed, but it's a three in, you're out, which is,
Yeah, Crypt Orchid in some breeds they state it's a DQ.
Yeah,
I think it was.
Well, the missing a testicle is a DQ.
Yeah,
but you're as a judge, you're excusing it, and then it's going to happen 3 times because we all know what testicles in dogs can do. They can.
Yeah. So anything that's in your breed standard that is stated as a disqualification, I'm ignoring you.
I'm ignoring me too.
That the judge can, and it's the same thing. They fill out a disqualification form. The handler is informed why the dog is being disqualified, and it has to be written in the judge's book as DQ and the reason why. So if you are leaving that ring, you don't leave that ring without your slip.
Right.
So that you know what your plan of action will be afterwards.
If you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter.
Exactly. So speaking of Crypt Orchids, anyway.
I'm sorry, I'm coughing.
But when you are DQ'd, that's it. You're done. You no longer allowed to compete, and not just in dog shows. It's also obedience. It's all other activities.
Dog events, yes.
Yeah, within the CKC. So that is that's important to know. What does she have here? Oh no, we already went over that. So
Yeah, we went over most of them.
yep. So yep. So when you're oh, I remember what I wanted to talk. Remember, this is a question that a lot of people ask. If the dog is excused, does it still count for points? And I looked it up, and no.
You did. You fact checked. No,
I fact checked that. No, it is not. Does not count for points. If a dog is excused or disqualified, it does no longer count for points. So just let you know. You want everybody to.
That's a good one to know because people
often
question that right away when a dog gets excused, especially if it's holding a major and all of a sudden the major's broken because the dog gets excused. It becomes a pain for the rest of the exhibitors.
For the rest of the exhibitors. Yes. Yep.
I mean, you haven't had a chance. When's your first assignment?
Saturday.
Oh, are you excited?
I'm excited. I'm like, I have to practice. I feel I have to practice. I have to practice going over dogs, maybe. I don't know. I've gone over dogs my entire life, but all of a sudden I'm like, because I was watching judges this weekend, right? Watching judges examine dogs. And I was like, okay, I don't know.
How about that's a good one because she doesn't linger.
No, and I'm not a massager. You know, the ones that are
handing out a chiropractic invoice at the end of the exam.
Yeah, right.
Oh, by the way, here's your bill.
Yeah. Was that a good?
Think of Skip Stambridge.
Yeah. Yes.
Less is more. If you linger too much, some dogs get pissed off if you linger too much because they wonder what you're doing.
Yeah. No. I think I come from several breeds that lingering's not a good thing. Like, let's just get this over with.
Yeah. And don't start the forced tries.
There's Vaughn in the middle of the ring. She's sound sensitive too. So anyway, but it's I'm looking forward to this weekend. But
it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck.
It's probably a duck.
It's a duck.
Yes.
Give it the duck class.
Give the duck class. But there was something else that I looked up and I thought we would mention, but maybe when judges withhold ribbons too. That's not an excusal or disqualification. No. You get to come back the next show. They usually are withholding.
It's a lack of merit. Sometimes they give you seconds instead of firsts,
right?
Which I prefer because then there's no real paperwork. So it's
but you still have to,
you're still in the game.
You're still in the game. You just have to either get a better dog, or maybe you need to train.
Well, it's a subjective sport, so you.
Really it is. Maybe your dog needs to be in better condition.
Maybe there's all kinds of different factors,
Yep, that go into it.
I've seen dogs withheld on then win the points the next day, so it's hard to.
Well, it's just one person's opinion,
right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, anyway, I think that's a
good little thing we have going. So if you have any questions about different rules, send them to Yvonne and we will fact check them.
And Megan
figure out an answer for you.
Have you ever had a dog excused, Will?
Have I ever had a dog excused?
Yeah.
My Lord. No, I have excused myself, which we talked about earlier.
Yeah,
right?
We did talk about that earlier.
You're not allowed to do that anymore. You can do it, but you still have to fill out the paperwork.
You're still excused. Even if it's
back in the day. I remember being in the ring. And I remember being in the ring with a certain breed, and he was acting menacing towards me, and I didn't want to put the judge in that situation, so I excused myself, and there was no paperwork there. I don't ever remember being excused. I have, you know what? I did get. I got measured out in toy poodles under Heather Logan. And it's a good story because it was, I forget which assistant it was. Was it you? Can't remember. But
no,
I came running up to take over just as she had called the wicket. And she was just about to wicket the dog. She saw me stand there.
Was it me? Because I remember getting wicketed with a toy poodle under Bob Moore.
Yeah. This was Heather Logan, because Heather turned to me and said, "You're more than welcome to try." I came in. I didn't get them in. I didn't get them in. And I was pretty good at getting them in.
I remember under Bob Moore, and he called, and it was a toy that we were showing. And that was the first time I'd ever had a dog measured. And so I was warned, that was because Allison was at home. She was at home with Jamie. That was when Jamie was just, when he was first born. And I remember I was in there, and so I was like, parted the hair, and he's like, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "Yep." And he came in, he swooped, doop, "Yep, you're fine." And I'm sure we weren't, but he was like, "Yep, you're good."
Well, some judges measure them if they want to use them, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah, for
question
sure.
the height on the dog in the ring, but they think it's the best dog in the ring.
Yeah.
So rather than get themselves in trouble, they measure them and then award them if they measure in. So
Yeah. Yep.
you know,
And then
he was great. Though Bob Moore was great. He was so fast.
exactly. Yeah.
He didn't give you time to screw up.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Actually,
because I think
I got called measure on Peter Parker too.
Oh,
he
did you?
he didn't get measured out. He won the group the day before. And then he got measured. He got called. This is in the States. He got called stick on. He was the only dog in the breed ring. And Deirdre was with me, and she was all upset because she had taken him to ringside when I came running up just in time, and she was worried that it would have been her that got the stick call. But he was in by when the judge said, "I want to measure him," I said, there was a judge that already awarded him before, so I don't know what was going through their head. And I said, "What do you think? He's too big or too small?" Because I wasn't sure, because Pete was right in the center.
Yeah.
So
yep. I've only been DQ'd once.
Was that Stella?
Stella.
She showed menacing.
No, she was pretty fast when she bit frickin' Walt Schallenberger.
Got a field spaniel named Kucha. He's owned in Japan. Got a sister named Stella. She bit Walt Schallenberger's hand.
So that was the Stella story. And then you were so mean. Because then he was complaining.
Because you showed the field spaniels, so I'm in the group ring with Trevor, and Walt gives Trevor the sporting group. Trevor was in our center, Riegler's, McCammon Motown, and I was getting the picture taken, and Walt's telling me all about the field spaniel and bit him.
And you're just mortified that this field spaniel. Jeez.
Did you have the woman leave the showgrounds?
Stupid ass. Yes. Anyway, so yes, even we have been excused and disqualified from the ring. And then just what other? Are our judges always clear when delivering these decisions? I think they're better at it now than they used to be because we have to do the paperwork on it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. But that's about all. That's
I'm not a hunter out there when I'm judging. No. I don't go hunting for these issues. There are some judges, that do hunt for the issues, but I'm not a hunter. If I find an issue with a dog I quite like, well, then I might address it. But other than that, I'm not a hunter.
And in some of the honestly, for some of the breeds, their disqualifications, they're kind of hard to really identify. Like in the ring as you're judging them, especially like the color. Like I always think about the party color cockers, that percentage or whatever. Like that can be,
that's again subjective. It's to your eye,
flip the dog over and look to see if they have, this, that, and the other thing. It's it's a little bit hard to
freshen up before they walk in the ring. Give a quick glance at the DQs.
Yep, that's what I plan to do. So that's our
topic. Or just put the wicket and lean it on your table, like Maxine Beam used to do. I kept all the big dogs out of your ring.
I made sure this time I did not have any measured DQs. Yeah, for this first half.
I'm pretty sure Maxine had the wicket in a holster, and she'd walk up and. Anyway, so that was our topic of the week, brought to you by
Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, where your success is our success.
That was a good topic. I hope we get some response to that. 'Cause I think that's an important topic that people question. They do question. Even when you see it written in black and white, sometimes it's not that easy to interpret.
Interpret it, yes.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was doing just prior to.
That's why we fact check here.
Yes.
Here at the Dog Show Drive, we fact check.
Now,
not
back
just
to
calling
you.
my mom. Mom, by the way.
So back to you, Will. So what's next?
Your favorite is next.
Kennel
and bench. Kennel and bench. I've got to
Gotta
get me some kennel and bench.
bench.
Brought to you by ProPlan, Fuel for Life.
So this is the Kennel and Bench from June of 1969. Who was born in 69?
Brian Adams. No, that's when he learned how to play his first six string.
Yeah. Colin Brownlee.
Probably, yeah. I was 4.
And our friend Shauna Bernardin.
Yeah, I was 4.
Yep. So
I don't remember it well.
Yeah. I don't remember anything of that because I was not born then.
No.
So we have some letters to the editor. So this is interesting. Never the twain should meet. At the Sportsman Dog Shows held in Toronto, our Obedience Club found itself in a rather awkward situation. While obedience judging was taking place nearby, Mr. Einsman's dogs were performing on stage. While Mr. Einsman's dog's performance spoke well for his method of training, Mr. Einsman spent most of his time denouncing obedience training to explain why his way was better. The purpose of our booster show at the Sportsman's Dog Show was to promote public interest in well-behaved, obedience-trained dogs. Certainly, Mr. Einsman's comments did nothing but hinder this. Obviously, these two exhibits are not going to enhance one another and should not be presented together at the Sportsman Show or any other place. If Mr. Einsman would like to compete with obedience clubs, let him do it in the judging ring with his dogs, not in an uninformed audience with words. And that was from Mrs. M. Horn, Secretary.
I know Mrs. M. Horn.
Yeah.
That's Marie Horn.
Yeah, Secretary
I've
of
known
the
her since I
Oshawa
was a kid.
Obedience Association.
Oshawa Obedience Club.
Yeah.
I've known, she was great friends with Betty McHugh, and they went to shows together.
And
Betty
McHugh.
I've known Marie Horn since I was probably 7 years old.
Really?
That's great.
That's fun. So a novice exhibitor asks, much time, work, and money has been spent in preparing a dog for entry into the show ring. As a competitor, all we really ask is that the judging is done by a qualified individual who is unbiased and informed. But how can a judge be unbiased when he is judging progeny of his own breeding? Is this morally or ethically legal? And this was from Mrs. Adele Smith. And that's a valid question.
Well, I don't know Adele Smith. That's a tough one, but I think it's still legal to judge your own breeding. You just can't judge dogs that you co-own.
Yeah.
But I think, it's a...
So the notes
there's
from
been
the editor.
instances where dogs have gone best in show under their breeders.
Yeah. So, and the letter from the note from the editor is neither immoral nor illegal to our knowledge. However, some judges are known to be most severely crucial when assessing progeny of their own when assessing progeny of their own breeding. And that's true.
Well, yeah. It's true, but I think you should just avoid that. I did that myself. I gave a dog a major in the States, a puppy dog, that when I got the picture taken, I asked them where they got it from, and Jill and I were the breeder. So yeah, and I had no idea. I was assuming it was in your head. You try to pick out certain families of dogs, and I was guessing who the breeder was in this dog because I quite liked him. Gave him major. I remember calling Jill and saying, good news and bad news. The good news is...
I like that puppy that you sold. His name was
Prancing Pete. Prancing Pete got a major this weekend. The bad news is I gave it to him. And the AKC rep was Jane Myers, and she was tapping her pencil as I came out. And I'm like, she says, I know, you didn't know. I said, I didn't know. I said, and the handler was mortified when she found out because she came to get the picture taken, and the owner came, and I turned to the owner and said, where'd you get this puppy? And she said that, and the handler looked at me and like, sorry, she said, I didn't know. I said, obviously, I didn't know either.
Nobody knew. Nobody knew nothing.
Yeah.
So that's funny. And then finally, we have a show advertisement from the Atlantic National Exhibition in St. John, New Brunswick, being held August 31st to September 5th. It's an all-breed poodle specialty and 4 obedience trials with top Canadian and American judges. William Dawson, Walter Jacob, Robert
Jacob.
Robert Lasky, Ed McNeil, Harold Robinson, William Trainer.
Bill Trainer, James Trollinger. I won my first group under James Trollinger.
And Isidore Schoenberg and Dr. Wilford Shute.
That's a good panel. When does it close?
We missed the closing. So, P.S. Remember, only exhibition east of the Rockies, full midway, harness racing, free reception. Nice.
That's incredible. That's a great panel.
Yeah.
Wow. Bill
So
Dawson, Wally Jacobs, Robert Lasky, Ed McNeil, Harold Robinson, Bill Trainer, James Trollinger, Isidore Schoenberg, and Dr. Wilfred Shute.
Yes.
Wow. Incredible.
And that concludes our Kennel and Bench, brought to you by...
Kennel and Bench. I got to get myself some Kennel and Bench.
Brought to you by ProPlan, Fuel for Life.
Well, there you go. That was a good show.
That was it. Yep. That's it.
1 hour, 1 minute.
Whew, we're good.
And we wasted a minute at the beginning, so it's only an hour. We did a great job.
Yeah, we did. Fantastic. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to the podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Audible, CastBox, and anywhere you get your podcast. Check our Facebook page, The Dog Show Drive. There's good discussion on the entries and the cost of going to dog shows on our Facebook page right now. Check out, what else? I don't know. Oh, email us your comments and more at dogshowdrive@gmail.com. That's it.
Good. Take us away, why?
So everyone going to a dog show this weekend. If you're out at Tyee Kennel Club, come by and say hi to me when I'm not judging, please. Seatbelts on, glasses on. Till next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Be safe, guys.